I first clapped eyes on the beautiful Undine Spragg when she and her parents were no more in a few weeks in New York City. I could have told you then that girl would go far. And go far she surely did. I got the newspaper clippings here to prove it. Now then, Mrs. Spragg, shall I buff your nails before I go?
Well, why not? I swear I haven't seen a human being all day, Mrs. Heaney. I don't know who this note can be from.
Give.
Oh, Undine Spragg, how can you?
If it's an invite, I guess it's meant for me, Mother.
Did you ever, Mrs. Heaney?
I never met with a lovelier form.
Here, you can have it after all.
Why, isn't it from Mr. Popple?
No. What made you think I thought it would be?
Undy's friend Mabel introduced him to her last night. And from something Mr. Popple said to her about going to one of the new plays, she thought...
I wonder if you know what I thought.
Well, you said you thought...
Claude Popple, the portrait painter?
Yes, I suppose so. He said he'd like to paint me. I don't care if I never see him again.
Do you know him, Mrs. Heaney?
I should say I did. I manicured him for his first society portrait. I know everybody. If they don't know me, they ain't in it. And Claude Popple's in it. But who is your invite from?
A little quiet fellow who was tagging along with Mr. Popple. He said his name was Ralph.
Ralph Marvell? Well, I declare.
You know the Marvells? Are they stylish?
Why, Undine Spragg, if they ain't swell enough for you, you'd better go right over to the Court of England.
Give me that note, Mother. His sister wants me to dine with her next Wednesday. Why does she want me? She's never even seen me.
Oh, Marvell's sister gives the smartest dinners in town. There was an account of one she gave last week in this morning's Town Talk. No, I guess it's right here among my clippings. Oh, here. Mrs. Laura Fairford gave another of her natty little dinners last Wednesday. As usual, it was smart and exclusive, and there was much gnashing of teeth among the left-out.
Do you know Mrs. Fairford, too?
I massaged her for a sprained ankle a couple of years ago. She's got a lovely manner, but no conversation.
It's written to Mother, Mrs. Abner E. Spragg. Will you allow your daughter to dine with me? Allow? Is Mrs. Fairford peculiar?
Don't you know it's the thing in the best society to pretend that girls can't do anything without their mother's permission?
Mercy! But how will Mother know what to say?
She'll say what you tell her to, of course. You better tell her you want to dine with Mrs. Fairford.
Have I got to write the note, then?
No, I guess Undine can write it as if it was from you. Mrs. Fairford don't know you're writing.
I'll go and do it now.
I do hope she'll quiet down now.
Undine?
Yes. She seems so set on that Mr. Popple calling. She's so lonesome, poor child. I can't say as I blame her.
No, he'll call. A girl that lovely, they'll all be calling. Falling over themselves to meet the girl from Apex.
They say New Yorkers are always in a hurry. But I can't say as they've hurried much to make our acquaintance.
You wait, Mrs. Spragg. You wait. The wrong set's like flypaper. Once you're in it, you can pull and pull, but you never get out again.
I wish you'd tell Undie that, Mrs. Heaney.
Undine's all right. And if young Marvell's really taken with her, she'll have the run of the place in no time.
Well, Mother?
Undine's got an invite from one of the gentlemen Mabel Lipscomb introduced her to last night.
Oh, yeah?
You see, we were right to come here, Abner.
I guess you two always manage to be right.
What's the matter?
Nothing worse than what I can see to.
Has the deal gone bad?
You and Undie gotta go steady for a while. The market's a little shaky. I saw Elma Moffat downtown today.
Oh, Abner!
What's the good of Abner-ing? Elma Moffat's nothing to us. No more if we never set eyes on her.
I know it, but what's he doing here? Did you speak to him?
No. I guess Elmer and I pretty well talked out.
Well, don't you tell Undie that you saw him.
She made me to myself.
Well, don't tell her anyhow. He can't do anything to her, can he?
Do anything? I'd like to see him touch her. I'd give him a...
Father, I've been invited out to dinner, but I haven't got a single thing to wear.
Undine, I wouldn't ask Father to buy any more clothes right on top of those last bills.
I ain't on top of those last bills yet. I'm way down under them.
Oh, well, if you want me to look like a scarecrow and not get asked again, I've got a dress that'll do perfectly.
Well, that kind of dress might come in mighty handy.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?